If you need Daisy to get hyped about Mario stuff, I'm just gonna ask you to stop playing. That's how I feel about Daisy.
Do you even know what game she's from originally?
No, and whenever she's in Mario Kart, she goes by and she's like, I'm Daisy, and I'm like, I know Daisy. I can't stand her. I'm not even gonna scan this one. Today is Culture Day. And what could be more Japanese than chasing down your Italian plumber homeboy at 35 stations in Tokyo? That sounds like it's definitely gonna be amazing. Trains and Mario. There's apparently a stamp rally going on right now at like 35 JR stations.
So
I'm convinced that it's possible to get to 35 stations in a day. Him, not so much.
Yeah, okay, so what time is it right now? It is like 9:30 in the morning. It is 9:56 in the morning.
It's 10 o'clock?
It's 10 o'clock.
How did it take us an hour to get here from home? Oh, wow, never mind. That doesn't matter.
We stopped for some snacks.
Yeah.
What I find interesting about this, so Katie mentioned it's Culture Day, and that means it's a literal holiday in Japan. It's Tuesday, but most people have got the day off. And it's just like one of the, almost every month there's a national holiday just so that they can, have a national holiday. Everybody gets a day off and it happens to be Culture Day. I think this is a cool thing though, because even though I don't necessarily think that Mario is necessarily, maybe to a local person, the most cultural thing, Mario is the first cultural thing that hit me from Japan as a kid. Like,
true.
It was the first thing about Japan that would have been in my universe. And I was like 6 years old or whatever when I got a Nintendo. It was a big part of my universe. So I actually think it's a kind of a cool celebration of Japanese culture in a way.
That doesn't feel Japanese at all, but yet wouldn't have happened unless people were here making amazing stuff.
Yeah, do you want to show off your outfit? Look at this dope ass.
I got Mario. But you also have to have your spirit animal. I'm Dry Bones. And we actually have to go into Tokyo Station right now to find the welcome center for the Mario stamp rally. But we've ended up on the wrong side of the station, so we gotta walk to the other side of the station.
Which could take another hour.
Oh yeah, that's why it took an hour.
Yeah, look how, the station is like no joke. It's really, really big. Oh, it's Tokyo. Did we mention it's Tokyo Station?
Yep, we're at Tokyo Station. I don't even know if it is part of the stamp rally. We should get our first stamp here. Good.
So as we come across through Tokyo Station, we end up coming into, I'm fogging up. We end up coming into a really cool little entrance that they have built. And they have recently renovated Tokyo Station. Watch out for this baby. And they made this super grand entrance. It's almost like a European style looking vibe. And my favorite part is the ceiling is dope.
If you're like me and super unaware of your surroundings, you need a person like Eric to go, Katie, look to your right. Holy crap. We're just walking down a random passageway from one side of the station to the other, and this huge mural of all Mario stuff is here. It is amazing, giving you the chronicle of Mario times. And Mario has turned 35, the same with me. We were born in the same year. Basically twins.
Let me ask you a question. This is a timeline of all the major Mario games. Which one's your favorite?
Well, I'm quite partial to Galaxy because it reinvented video games for me. It brought me back into video games. I didn't know that they could be like that and make me as happy as they did, and I don't know, it blew my mind. So I'm partial to Galaxy. Do you have a favorite?
I go really deep with Mario stuff, really deep. Galaxy is a masterpiece, but if you go back even further, you get to Super Mario World, and it's, let me just point this out. This is the best piece of art I've seen in my entire life. There's something about the Mario 3 artwork that just blows my mind. And on the box art, when it's back with that beautiful yellow and everything, I am really, really into this. But I think Super Mario World is probably a better refined experience and game. But like you said, Mario Galaxy is a masterpiece. I really like the Super Mario 3D Land game for 3DS. Is that what that one's called? There's just too
Kind of
many.
looks like you're riding Yoshi right now.
Do it, does it? Am I on?
Yeah.
Have I got it?
He looks pleased for you to be aboard. You also have the cape on.
Oh, this is great. And let's not forget that Mario Odyssey is a masterpiece as well. But you never played it, right?
I did not play it. I watched you play it.
You watched me play it and you're not into the hat?
I wasn't into the hat, nor was I into the cat for
Oh, the Wii U one?
the Wii U.
That one was fun too. I don't know if there's a bad Mario game though, let's be real. Like,
I guess I just want a pure experience. He's not turning into a bee. I don't know what I'm doing for.
We found the Welcome Center, and there's a few other people around here, so we're kind of, trying to keep safe. But here's the best Mario character there is. Let's be real. Let's be real about Birdo being incredible. And I'm not sure what we do next. Apparently there's an app we have to find that then we can use to do some sort of digital stamp rally. But I don't see that around us quite yet, so we're going to do a little bit of investigating. But there's also some more of these billboard things, like different characters and items and different power-ups and things like that for each one of these different billboards. Pretty cool. Catherine, do you know Birdo's name in Japanese?
No?
Look at it.
Kasarin! Yeah! I forgot about that. How did I forget that?
You guys twins.
So the whole game is kind of played on an app. And you downloaded the app?
It's just in the web browser, actually.
It's just in the web browser. Okay. So apparently it knows that it's you, and you come up to one of these boards. This one's the Tokyo Station board. You scan the QR code, and then it loads it into your phone saying you've been to Tokyo Station, you found Mario, and you can move on to the next stamp. So let's see where we're going. This is Tokyo. The major circle in the middle is the Yamanote line, and then they have some offshoots from the Yamanote line. This is intimidating. It is like 10:30, maybe now 11 o'clock. We haven't even left Tokyo Station. It is 10:30 on the dot. Last train is like 12. We have at least 14 hours to do this. I feel this is accomplished.
Yeah, but 35 stops?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. All right, now we're at the JR boxes where you get the tickets, and we want a special ticket that will allow you to get on and off the train all day long. And I am looking for that ticket. Here we go. And Tokyo Pass. So it's only $760. Money in.
お取り忘れにご注意ください。お取り忘れにご注意ください。お求めになるお得な切符を選んでください。
We have come to Hamamatsucho Station, which is 3 stations south of Tokyo Station. I'm actually quite nervous now because this station's going to show us how hard it is to find Mario. And then I'm going to have to take that time and times it by 33 more stations. And then that will tell me whether I think we're going to be able to do this or not.
I'm betting no.
He says no still. Watch your head. That was actually pretty close. Now, you would think if there's just one exit to a station, it would make it pretty easy for you to find Mario. Hamamatsucho is not one of those stations. There are at least a south exit and some other type of exit. The south exit, we have not spotted any Mario brethren, so we need to keep looking.
But we think this is going to be on the outside of the gates.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because the Tokyo one was.
Tokyo was, so keep walking.
But we could be walking away right now.
True. I feel like somewhere inside they tell you where to go.
Why don't we just ask the guy?
Let's ask the guy.
So we talked to the guy, and he said that it was in front of the Midori no Madoguchi, which is like a ticket office kind of. It's in all, not all, but some of the stations. And now we're wondering if maybe they're going to be in front of all of them. But anyway, we came over here, and Donkey Kong is here, kicking it. We got our stamp scan on our little app, which is weird because it's just the browser. So I'm worried, like if I close the browser window, am I boned? Like does it reset everything?
You're gonna lose your Donkey Kongs?
I don't want to lose all my Donkey Kongs, y'all. But we got the stamp and now we gotta move. So luckily, because we're in Tokyo, you have a train come literally on the Yamanote line, what, every 2 or 3 minutes or something? So that's gonna cut into the amount of waiting that we're gonna have to do, but I still do not think, like I think about this, like it took us 10 minutes, there's 35 stations, times 10, we essentially started at 10:30. Like, you do the math on that, I don't think there's enough there's enough minutes in the day to do all 35 stations. That's my thoughts. You think it can be done still?
I still think it can be done. I think we're going to have to ask people. We will have to go up to the station people, Mario wa doko desu ka? And ask them, where's Mario?
I think that if they're all at the ticket office things like that one was, that'll help because that's on the signs.
Oh, it is? I didn't know it was.
So a lot of times that'll be easier to find. But if they end up putting them in random places. This isn't, I don't think, intended to be like a scavenger hunt. It's just to check off the list as you go hunt. So I think that we'll be able to do, what was it, 15 that they said was like a basic completion or something?
If you get up to 15, you can take your stamps to get like a special Suica card holder.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't know what you get for getting all 35.
The date with Birdo.
Yeah. So we think we have found the key to this. You need to find the Midori no Guchi. Madoguchi?
Yeah.
Midori no Madoguchi? I can't say it.
Midori no Madoguchi.
Okay, that
How hard is this?
sounds great. So we're looking for those, and once we get there, hopefully we find our stamp rally guy and more plushies like this one. All right, well, I feel like the last little bit of time has been quite a bit of whirlwind. We are at Omori Station, which is on the Keihin Tohoku line, just south of Shinagawa. And this doesn't seem to be as crowded as all the other ones. The Yamanote line's getting hit pretty hard by the Mario stamp rally. But here, there's no one. So, have a chance to show you the stamp rally part of it, the QR code, and how that functions. So you'll need a QR code reader on your phone, and you'll open that up, and then you gotta go back because you scanned the last one. I'm trying to get my Poochie. I say Poochie, it says Pochi, I don't care. It's Poochie, because the entire time I played that game, I called him Poochie. So it scanned it, tell it to open the website. It says that it's loading, and bam! You got your Yoshi, and you've got your Poochie. Ghetto! And I thought you were saying that the system was ghetto, but that's the Japanese. Like they say, you come here and ghetto, you get the character. So I have 3 on mine because at Tokyo I stupidly did not get my Mario.
Ghetto.
I did not get the Mario. Stupido. That's Spanish.
Venus. Landed our next location, and there are some little arts here, these little booths. And I'm not sure if the little booths are called this in Japanese, but I think the big one is called Teresa, which I just love. So Teresa, always floating, y'all.
There's lots of booths here. Her name is Teresa in Japanese. And no Mario. Mario!
Katie is unaware that I just made the explanation of her name. Teresa's name.
Oh. Hey, I like to give facts.
Me too. Teresa. I didn't realize Teresa was a golfer though. And she's golfing with coins? What's going on?
Living that rich life. So we didn't know how we were gonna make this stamp rally a video, and basically I think what's gonna happen is we're just gonna find weird things along the way, and we're gonna show like maybe little snippets of us finding the Marios, but we can't do that over and over again. But I did find something weird that I wanted to share with somebody, and that is umbrella rental. This is a machine I've seen it a few places. We have one like right outside of our house. You can rent an umbrella for 70 yen for 24 hours. So say you live at Osaki Station, you get home from the evening, like you're going home from work, you realize crap, it's raining outside. You pay your 70 yen, you get your umbrella, you go home. You don't have to stand in the rain. You bring the umbrella back in the morning, you put it in the machine, and it only costs you 70 yen to have an umbrella. I kind of feel like no one is going to use this, but it was a clever idea. I wish that somehow you could tell whether they were rental ones, so that I can see who's using these rentals.
Oh, like if they're carrying it around, if it said rental on it?
Some sort of advertising to show people. If you don't bring the umbrella back, they're gonna charge you $280.
It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad. Like they've charged like 1,000 yen at some convenience stores for an umbrella. So this system is interesting, but I'll never know if people are actually using it unless I use it.
You're wrong about that 280. It says that it's a monthly tsukai hodai, monthly unlimited usage.
How much are they going to charge me if I don't bring the umbrella back? Mystery.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that is really cheap for an umbrella.
While I was making the overlay shots, the B-roll for Katie's little conversation about the umbrella rental, it made me start thinking about how cool the kanji is for umbrella. It's this character here means kasa, which means umbrella, and it looks like a little umbrella. I think it's absolutely wonderful. It's one of my favorite kanjis, actually.
It does look like a little umbrella, but these all remind me of meat, like the part of Niku. So it's like it's raining meat.
Well, one of the things I always see, this is the kanji for rain, and it has those dots in it.
Yeah.
So I see that as a rain. I know this isn't the same radical or whatever, but that's what I always see it as. Like it's like umbrella and this is water or whatever.
I figured out the money thing for this. They're just going to keep charging you 70 yen every day that you don't bring the umbrella back. But then I'd imagine maybe if you called and told them I lost the umbrella, they'd charge you the full amount. But who knows what that is.
I don't see anything really glaring at us. It says exactly what it does.
Yeah.
But it says there's an app for it too, like down here.
Yeah, there's definitely an app and some sort of, I thought it was a penguin's arm coming out. Yeah.
You never know in Japan, it could be a penguin's arm.
Yeah.
Okay, found more things that are interesting. We're still in the same train station actually. This is called a station booth, and this popped up like around the time that the Corona time started happening. It's a little bit bigger than a phone booth, but it is a place that you can go in and work. Inside of here, there's like a little desk and a little place to plug in like your electricity and stuff and a chair. So you can come here and work, and I guess the logic is that a lot of people's offices and stuff were closed, but they didn't want to work at home. So they could come and sit in these little things and sit here for 250 yen for every 15 minutes. So yeah, I don't know. It screams like suicide booth vibes to me, like from Futurama or whatever. It's very, very strange. I've only seen a few of them, but they've always been vacant. I've never seen them being used, so I don't know if these are getting a whole lot of traction or not. But it's a very unique and interesting thing that's pretty new to Japan. I had some Japanese friends see this, and they were like, "I've never seen that before." Same here.
Why does Osaki Station have all of these weird things that you just kind of want to go up and go, does that actually work? Next to the station booth, there's this route finder. I've never seen this before.
Well, I've seen them. They've been here since we moved here.
I have never seen this.
Yeah.
So I obviously came up and was like, we're going to Meguro Station, which I know is just a couple stations on the Yamanote line. But I was like, okay, let me see what this does. So I had in English, find my route finder. Yeah, I'm at Osaki Station. Good job, machine. It gives you like just a random tourist destination place, but that's not where I want to go. So I stood here for a minute trying to figure out, well, how do I do that? Search by station name. Oh, and it does something that not a lot of things do. I feel like car navigation does this. You type M, it only shows you the letters you can use, so you don't really have to think too hard. G, U, we're getting really down to the nitty gritty of Meguro, but it's already showing up over here. And it'll show you like the information. Well, I obviously want to view more details. Trying to see a little train icon. And it tells you where to go, how much it will cost. And then I saw the print button. It has a little print dish. I already printed one.
I need a copy.
Oh.
Sweet.
Where do we go? We gotta go clockwise. It doesn't say clockwise like on the signs. This clockwise idea is kind of interesting.
You have to get a clock out.
All right, well, now we know where we're going. It does say clockwise. I don't have a sign to show you it though.
This is Heiho in Japanese, Shy Guy of course. And let me tell you what, if you play Mario Kart, this better be your main because he is the only reason to play the game. How do we start a petition to get Shy Guy in Smash Brothers? How do you feel about this?
Why isn't he in Smash Brothers?
It'd be amazing because he needs to be in Smash Brothers. You need to get rid of some character nobody cares about like Kirby or something.
Yeah.
Put Shy Guy in. You're on board? You're gonna sign my petition?
I'm fine with that.
All right, let's do it. We have come to a restaurant, and the restaurant is called Skia, and since Corona times have been happening, there are plastic dividers. So we have a plastic divider between us, and when we film, we usually don't have to deal with this really strange angle that I'm sure you have now. And well, the reason we came here is because it's quick and easy, and we are kind of in a quick and easy type of thing because we need to keep moving. And I rolled in here, and usually I will get gyudon. I like their cheese gyudon here is amazing. And gyudon is like a steamed, thinly sliced beef on top of rice, and it's very simple. It's like Japan's version of a cheeseburger in a way. It's like a fast food item. It's like easy calories, and the restaurants that serve it are usually pretty cheap and fast and stuff, but it's really good, and it's generally essentially kind of healthy. It's not terrible for you, but it's not probably wonderful for you either. However, I have gotten a pork dish that is a tonkakunin donburi. It is kind of like a Chinese food style thing. It's a special thing that they've got going on right now. And I know kind of what I'm getting into when I order this because I've had this type of dish before, but I've never had it here. And is this framed okay now? I feel really weird because of this plastic barrier. I'm all like, looks all right. Okay, so it's kind of like a fatty pork, and they've put it on rice, of course, and then there's some greens there. It looks like maybe just onions is what it is. It's like, yeah, it looks like negi. And the beef, the pork is really what you're here for though. It just melts. It's really the cut of meat is not great. It's very fatty, but in a melty way, not in a chewy way. But the reason that you're coming for this dish is because the sauce is just delicate. Is that a word? Delicate, delicious. The sauce is delectable. Thank you. It is a tasty sauce. And then, yeah, just some rice and some green stuffs. And that's the dish. And we're going to have this, and then we're going to move on to more stamping.
Eric said with his that it's always got the rice. I actually found that they have tofu, where you can get tofu on the bottom. I've never seen this before. And it's kind of like a light series of gyudon stuff, which they're trying to get ladies in here. And I saw a single lady sitting in here, and I wondered, is there tofu in her bowl?
How is the tofu?
Good. I mean, I don't know how to qualify whether tofu is good or not. It's tofu.
How do you feel about this one?
I want you to do it because I don't like it though. Am I just a hater? I hate Daisy, not a big fan of Neko Mario. He doesn't need to be a cat.
He can climb up the walls. It's amazing. This is the first time that we have hit one that is kind of difficult. We've come to Shinjuku Station, which is...
that's where it would be difficult.
This is the biggest train station like in the world, or most busy train station in the world or something. It's like a ridiculous number of people go through here, and there's like hundreds of exits, quite literally.
Yes.
So we just went out like the first exit we saw, and we we're like, okay, it'll probably be there because it was like where the ticket booth thing that we were talking about earlier was, but there's multiple ones. So we got there and there was a sign that was like, you have to go out the other one. So now we're in a labyrinth.
And I'm actually really happy we have our ticket because it meant we could go right back in.
Yeah.
We didn't have to try and walk around Shinjuku Station.
Which is just, holy crap.
My God. I would have given up.
You end up in these moments where you're like, how can you just want to see sun? Like, I just want to see the outside. I can't find the outside because like the size of this thing. Yeah. This thing is just like, it's like a dungeon. It's like the water temple from Zelda or something. But I think we're going to be all right because we know this exit personally.
Yeah.
So I think we're going in the right direction, but this could be trouble.
Look at the edges of Mario 64.
Yeah, he's all bitmapped.
He is definitely all, don't make fun of me. I don't even know what that phrase means, but I know that when I say it, you know I mean this.
We made it to Nakano, and at Nakano we've got, bam, Waluigi. And I just thought I'd throw a little tidbit out there and explain something that maybe some people not be aware of, but like he's Luigi's like bad persona or whatever, like the way that Wario is Mario's bad persona. So he's got like the L on upside down, but the reason that his name is Waluigi is because Warui in Japanese means bad. So that's where they're pulling that. They're adding the Wa. Luigi means bad, and Wario instead of Mario means bad Mario, bad Luigi. That's my tidbit for this one. All right, it's 2:05, and you said we have 11 or 12 stations that we've already finished.
Yes.
Which leaves us
with 23 more stations.
Yeah, and it's 2:05, and last train is going to be like at midnight or something like that. We haven't looked that up even. So.
Well, even more so, I realized that even if like we managed to get all of them today, the little shop that you go to at the end of the day to like get your prize, that's certainly not going to be open. So this is a 2-day video shoot for sure.
You think so? Like, when are we going to finish it? Tomorrow ain't a holiday.
Like if tomorrow needs to be worked out, then tomorrow will be worked out. Mario comes first.
Okay, didn't realize that had high priority.
You gotta stay hydrated. That's what Eric said when we left this morning. Stay hydrated today. So I got a water. And I also made some time to explain, when we get off the train, how are we finding out where we need to go? What's key is you need to find this homeboy that is reclined, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, all right? So we find this guy, and then he's usually underneath the gate that we need to go to, and then we just go to that gate using this map here. So right now, we're here. We need to go to the east gate, so we head this way and down. And we find our homeboy, and he gives us our Marios. Homeboy.
This one was easy.
Yeah, that was really easy. Anybody else have a craving to vacuum for hours?
Mario.
Today is giving us an opportunity to do something that I've wanted to do We've been here before, but every time I go to the grocery store, I always look for a new lunch pack. And it's like the little sandwiches that they have that are like creased at the edges and there's a filling on the inside. I'm always looking for new ones. But we know that in Ikebukuro Station, you can come to the shop with like the limited editions, and it's just packed full of different flavors you've never seen. So I'm about to go crazy in here. We have opted for a yogurt flavor. Other contenders that were in there were a goma dango, so like a rice ball with sesame seeds all over it inside of bread. I thought that would be the mixture of two worlds that wouldn't end up happy together. And there was a caramel chocolate one as well.
What's cool is that some of these are done in different regions and only in that region, but they're like imported from the different regions of Japan into these little stores. So you can get them from, what was it? It was like Sapporo, and there was Niigata, Kobe.
You go against the grain there.
You gotta open it like a bag of chips.
Nah, gotta follow the rules of how the packaging told you to open it.
So it specifically says that it's a yogurt flavored cream and whip, is what it says.
Cream and whip.
And this is what you get. You get a couple of these little guys. We've actually made a video at this exact place before.
And I've been thinking about this place.
So it is literally just a piece of bread. And
I like to squish the filling to the sides. Don't squish too hard because that'll ruin your experience.
I eat it like the chef has shipped.
You don't open the bag like the bag chef shipped.
You ready? Whoa, it's vegan time. What are we doing? We got to do it to a thing.
To Mario.
Oh, to Mario. Okay. Go to Mario's culture. So.
Oh man, it tastes like Paul's Bakery.
Yeah, everybody's gonna know what that is.
Everybody knows what Paul's Bakery is. It's a one standalone shop in Fredericksburg that sells donuts.
So there we go. I think you can see in there. It's just cream and whip.
And whip.
Yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't say this one is super good. Sometimes you get these things and they're like surprisingly delicious. So yeah, this is all right. Maybe we should have gone with the weird one, the Dongo one.
It tastes like home. It tastes like Paul's Bakery. How is that possible?
Paul's Bakery.
I chose correctly. I don't know. Been wondering if there's any rhyme or reason to why they choose certain characters to be in certain places, or certain characters doing certain things. Like, is Nakano known for tennis, and that's why they put Waluigi playing tennis there? Here, we've got Super Mario Sunshine. We're in Ikebukuro, which is known for the shopping center Sunshine City. So it kind of seems like those two might be going together. Eric got an alert on his phone that said something about a bonus. We confusedly thought things and started moving around. We somehow came across a map that was about Ikebukuro, and it said goal.
On Twitter.
On Twitter, all right? I'm not gonna go through the steps that got us to this madness. So we followed our way to the goal. We both currently have more than 15 characters, and that meant that we could cash in, and we got these little things, which is you can put your Suica inside of it, and it holds your Suica, and it looks awesome. Like, it's just a really cool thing to have, and it's totally just a thing to have, but we struggled to get to that goal. We did find it. Totally worth it. Eric wants me to be real gentle about explaining this situation, but he called me out and said, Katie, what's a Suica? And apparently some of you people don't know what Suicas are. Come on, no, I'm just joking. This is our train card. It can get you on basically all of the train systems that run throughout Tokyo. It's just a digital card, you put money onto it, and then you put it in your new Mario case so that you can take it with you. And you can pop it in and out.
It seems really too big though, doesn't it?
Crap! This is for hitting people when they get in your way. It's cool.
Guys. Look what I found! Okay, Katie, we can just go home now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're done.
You really think that?
We found Cassidy. We're done.
Found my twin!
What calculations are you doing right now?
How many shoulder beats I need to do for this jam in the convenience store. And then this is like only 4 calories.
4?
For 4 calories for every 100 milliliters. So I was just looking if there were other options that looked more interesting that were in the same world. I've never seen this guy before.
You never seen this guy? Oh,
who's
sparkling.
this?
I've never seen him sparkle before.
I've
but
never seen him sparkle. Wow.
You've seen this before though, right? This orange drink? What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you not grow up in a Japanese children all know what this is.
They must not have it in Kumagaya. Okay, I'm good. I'll get this bear. Self-checkout has become a thing here. It's only taken like a decade since other places figured that out, but I'm gonna check myself out. There's a lady there, she's really unbusy, but I'm gonna do her job. Suika. Suika.
Touchy.
Finished!
We came into Akabane and the character is, I don't know what his name is in English actually, but the Japanese name is Pata Pata.
Pata pata.
Koopa Troopa, but like flying Koopa Troopa? What's his name?
He's a flying Koopa Troopa.
Yeah, but is that his name? Is that it? Or does he have a name?
I don't know.
Well, his name's Pata Pata, and that sounds kind of like wings. Pata 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 Pata.
And I just noticed, do you know what they made this from?
No.
Origami paper. And I have tons of leftover origami paper
So you can
just
make a
from.
big, make a big artwork.
I can make a big artwork.
Yeah, but these aren't the official ones. It's just somebody at this station decided, well, let's just celebrate a little bit and throw these up inside.
That's really cool.
Nice touch.
It looks really fun.
We are not like sponsored by Nintendo. I wish I was sponsored by Nintendo, but we are totally not. We're just big Nintendo fans. And I would also like to throw on top of that if you have not played Captain Toad, you should play Captain Toad. It's a really good time. It's not super hard, but it's just like relax and game and enjoy. I really loved it. I played it on the Wii U, and I'm like so tempted to buy it again to play it on Switch, and I haven't done it. But maybe I'll pull the trigger on that if I can find a used copy someplace.
I don't have much to say about this other than it's very cool. I wish that somebody had called me and was like, can you help us cut stuff out and wrap these boxes? And I would have gladly said yes. We lived in Otsuka for 3 years, and coming down the station, I kind of felt like it didn't feel like I lived here. It didn't feel familiar. And then we got down here and to the area where you get outside of the gate, and it feels a lot more familiar. But then I saw this, and I was like, Otsuka got Goombas? Oh my god! I am just so proud of Otsuka right now. Marginally better than Daisy.
I don't know, that song.
Is Daisy singing? No, Daisy just letting me know she's driving by. On the right, Daisy. At least this girl's talented and kind of sassy. We have 4 stations to go, which is the largest gap between stamp areas that we've had, I feel.
Not like 4 stations till we're finished, but 4 stations from where we got on the train to where we had to get off the train.
Yeah.
They have been clustered pretty closely together, so it's like 1 or 2 stations usually.
1 or 2. So when I saw that we needed to go 4 stations to the next stamp point, I was like, well, we're gonna relax on the train. But we are relaxing on the train. But we're on a train line we've never even been on.
What's it called again?
The Joban line.
Joban line. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go
Where's
out this side
that
and
go?
sing that much.
Is there anybody out there?
The train's pretty like empty compared to the trains we were just on.
Yeah, very much so. It's a light crowd up in here.
We have really picked up our pace though on the number of stations that we've been hitting, like boom, 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 and it's seeming like we're gonna finish it. I think we'll finish it.
He converted maybe like an hour ago,
Yeah,
and I wanted to show that we've done 13,000 steps. We're at 9 kilometers. I don't know how accurate this thing is, but that's a lot. Eric was like, yeah, we could walk to Otsuka. I was like, I'm getting on the train. I have a ticket for the train. That's what I'm doing. And I also want to point out the third thing that I wanted to talk about was JR's bathroom game. It's good.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
It used to be funky. Did they pick up?
Oh, it's because of all the renewals that they've done. We found out that they did a bunch of renewals, which we knew because we've gone into a lot of stations, but you don't think about it. But a lot of them have been renewed and the bathrooms are way good. When we were at Skia earlier for lunch, I went in the bathroom and the odor and the crap on the floor, I walked out. I left and I chose to use the JR bathroom.
Literal crap on the floor? Like there was a...
I don't know, could have just been dirt, but it was not supposed to be there. That's how I felt, so I left. But yeah, now we're gonna relax.
For like 2 minutes.
2 minutes of relaxation, I budgeted this in.
Quick tidbit again about Japanese naming this, because I think it's kind of cool, like in some cases. This is Bowser in English, of course, but his name in Japanese is Koopa. So like Koopa Troopas, and that word is kind of in the English Mario lexicon, but but it is actually straight up Bowser's name in Japanese. Koopa, King Koopa. A little bit of a station tidbit here that I just noticed, and this is kind of rare. It's very rare to see an entrance to a station that doesn't have a person in it. As you can see, there's a window here, but it's like they've closed it permanently, so they don't have to have a human being here all the time. And the station is actually pretty big, which is part of why this is abnormal. You'll see this like a place with no person, like way out in the countryside, and there's not very many people, and you just put a piece of paper into a box to get on the train. But this is like, we're in the city still.
You mean the Joban line?
Yeah, maybe we're on the Joban line. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. But the solution that they've come up with, because you sometimes have a ticket that you physically have to show the person, and they'll just let you through. Like if you're a tourist and you're on a JR pass or something, you can't use it on the automatic ticket gates. So the solution that they've come up with is you hit the button and call the intercom, and then there's a camera here, so you can show them your ticket, and then they can hit a button and it opens the gate for you from wherever they're at. So someplace in the station there is a person, but this just cuts down on the number of people they have to keep employed, I suppose. This is another one of my favorite Mario characters. I mean, I know he's not really exciting, but I mean, look at him, he's alright. In Japanese, his name is Noko Noko, which he kind of makes that noise when you stomp on him, you know? He's like, or something like that. He makes some sort of sound. But the reason that he is here, and we found like a theme that tied in with this, is because the name of the station is Kame Ari. And Kame Ari means turtle, and this means like, is being, like existing. So, turtle. Noko Noko-san is a Kame of his own.
You telling me I had to come all the way out to this Inaka Woods area because they wanted to Kame on a turtle?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
I'm out here stuck on the Joban line. A lot of things happened on the Joban line that didn't make sense to get us here. We won't go into that, but it's all for him. It is going to take a half an hour to get to Ueno. So, we could go and just get some bread, or we could sit down and have some food, but I think we need to eat. Who are these homeboys?
I don't know, but she doesn't look like she's like anatomically correct.
Nah, I'm feeling insecure, self-conscious. Dang, girl.
We are still in Kamiari, and we decided, you know, we got to eat something because we got a 30-minute ride before the next place, and we just walked around the corner looking for
me from earlier.
I don't know how long it's been. For me, it's been a while. For them, it's been like 1 minute. I remember that. So we were headed for a Mossburger, but then we came across this first, and it is called Karage no Tensai. So it's like the fried chicken genius is what the name is. And we just were like, okay, we've never seen this before. I really have fallen in love with karage in the past couple of years in Japan. So if I see a place that has like dope looking karage, I'm sold. So we busted up in here. We got a couple of teishokus, set meals, and they're pretty cheap. Weren't they like 500 or 600 yen or something like that?
At least mine is $5.29.
$5.29.
Yours is $6.28 plus the extra bit that you bought.
But like, I mean, you're looking at like a $5 meal over there.
I can get a highball for 200 yen here. What is this place?
This place is great. So they've given us 3 different types of fried chicken on this plate. I got some rice, got a little
spicy shio, and I don't know what the black one is.
It says it is like a
black oil.
Shoyu. It's like a black shoyu. So like a black soy sauce. So okay, that's probably this one. I'm gonna go.
I think this is Shield.
You think that's that's
don't
black
know.
though. It's dark. Anyway,
That doesn't-
doesn't matter. I'm gonna get up on some bird.
Which one are you choosing? I'm gonna
I'm gonna
choose
go
the
this one.
opposite. We'll figure out which one's the Shield because the spicy is pretty obvious.
Yeah, the spicy.
Try this.
That's definitely Shield.
Oh man, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
it's really juicy. Yeah, this is great. This is like a wonderful find.
And now we'll leave.
Something, yeah, unfortunately, I wish we had one of these in our neighborhood. This would be a great,
this
like,
is great.
quick
Well,
place
we
to grab a bite.
have a karage guy.
Yeah.
Karage.
The other notable thing is I got this tanpinde, so it's like on the side, and it is honey mustard. You can see the honey mustard sauce, little honey mustard bits. That's not something that you find very often in Japan. Like I saw honey mustard, and I was like, honey mustard. I'm gonna get down on some honey mustard.
Yeah, that was worth 119 yen to him. So you got to get that extra bit on the side.
We've also walked like 100 miles today.
Yeah. I'm also jumping in
Oh
on
my
that.
gosh. It's good. It's just, I haven't had honey mustard like that. That flavor, that sweet, spicy, mustardy flavor.
And they have very much committed to having a very good honey mustard. Wow.
Yeah, this is great. I'm really happy we found this.
Yes, I'm super. The moment that I saw it and you were like, oh, they've got karage, I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to talk anymore.
That's it. We're going down. It's great technology. We are back in the city. We have come we have come from way out where we were. And I mean, it really wasn't out in the countryside, but like, you know, when you live in the city, you can be kind of snobby about those kinds of things. We come back in and we're back in our hood, kind of an area that we know. And we've come across this one, and I know that I was pitching in saying you should play the Captain Toad game. I also think this game was really good, Mario and Rabbids, whatever it was called. And you can get this one cheap used, like it's affordable, like on Switch. But anyway, it's fun. That was a good time. The overworld was a little meh, but the rest of the game, the gameplay, real gameplay, was pretty tight. I'm getting tired. We're going down again, but we're on an escalator that has a really interesting feature. Look at this, look at this. It becomes flat. And then it goes down again. So like, no, I'm not going down anymore. I'm just moving horizontally. And then you just keep chilling. And then, da-da-da, going down again, y'all. How fancy is that?
All right.
You're starting to feel like we're not going to make it.
Starting to feel a little bit like we might not make it.
We had to come out to another one that was way out in the countryside because the name was like Small Rock, and they wanted to make that tie-in to Mario being like a rock Mario from Mario Galaxy 2. So it was like 16 minutes one way to come out here from the last one.
So now we got to ride back like 20 minutes just to get to the next stamp, and then we still have like 5 more stamps.
And then to be able to finish it, we'll finish it definitely before the train system shuts down, but we have to be at 10:30 or so, depending on where you end up, is where you can cash in for your prize.
Yeah.
And it's probably not going to be a thing.
It might not be a thing. We are gonna find out. That's the princess. Get out here, Daisy.
Let's go, we're running out of time. Let me know when you're going. All right, it is 9:30 right now, and we have till 10 o'clock to finish this. And I am scanning my last one right now. So let's see here, we'll go in here, get our QR code out, Bazoom, browse website. Sometimes it says you're in the wrong location because, Kanda! Okay, so it said I got it, and I have just completed the entire thing, and it's saying congratulations, all 35 are completed. And now we can take this to a location that is, hopefully it's logging onto the 7-Eleven Wi-Fi, of course. Please don't reset that. Okay, good. So now we can take this and we can go to one of the few places that has got the prize collection spot, and that is in Tokyo Station, which is only a couple minutes away from here. They close at 10. I think we're gonna be okay. But Katie didn't get her very first like scan in Tokyo Station. I don't think she's gonna make it, man. But at least one of us is good. It's this guy right here.
Shit's closed.
What time is it? Let's see. It is 9:47. Google Maps said they were going to be open until 10.
Well, let's be honest. Google Maps of a location to which we didn't know if that was the right location, correct?
No, we're in the right place.
Okay,
yeah,
so
for sure.
we Google mapped this place, said it would be open until 10. We recently just read a sign on the outside that said they're normally open on the weekends from 6 until 11.
Weekends and holidays. Today's a holiday.
Today's a holiday. Normally they're open to that time, but coronavirus has made it so that they close at 6.
So we missed it by many hours.
Many hours, so I'm not feeling too bad.
The deal was, like earlier in the video, we had gotten those little pouches for your card that you can put into because we had collected enough stamps, and there was like a little store you could go into. This is kind of the same thing.
Yes.
But there's only a few of these stores in the city that you can go to redeem like show them that you had collected everything, and then they give you your prize. So basically they're all closed at this point.
Yeah, so they're all closed, but we're coming up on a time like 10 o'clock where we're thinking, okay, well, this is the last chance we're gonna have to do it today, and like you're really charged up. Eric is like rushing. He's got all of his guys.
But look at this.
Hold on, I don't have all of my guys, and my phone just starts blinking. Like the whole screen is just blinking, and we were too charged to try and get to where we were going that I completely forgot
in Tokyo
to make a
Station.
video.
Like, and this morning we talked about Tokyo Station being like a monolithic building, and we're lost in these caverns down here. Like, you see like all this stuff behind us. It's just like it's a rat's nest of tunnels and like, this is frustration. And then I went and I asked a lady that works at the JR station. I was like, where is this New Days? And she was like, it's down there on the left. And we had walked past it. The reason we walked past it and didn't notice it is because we were looking for a New Days that was open, not a News Days that was shuttered.
Yes. And what was I gonna say? Oh man, I just blank.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get the last stamp for Katie that she didn't get this morning for some reason. I don't know why we blanked on that. And then maybe tomorrow morning we can try to like come over here or go to the one that's closer to us in Ueno or whatever.
Yeah, that could be a lot easier. Now, what I was going to say was that at 10 o'clock this morning when we started this at Tokyo Station, you thought we wouldn't make it. I thought we totally would make it. It takes 12 hours to do this. I don't think we lollygagged at all.
If we weren't filming and we, you know what I mean?
But
we
that's
could have
not
gone
even
faster.
something you cannot do.
But I think that I would like to point out that we did not make it, and I was right.
Hold on, everyone, I want you to rewind to minute whatever the fuck it was when he was like, I totally think we can make this, all right? I want everyone to remember that.
When I was saying that,
because you know what?
When I was saying that, this was already closed.
Fate was already sealed.
I don't even know what the prize is.
No, I don't either, and that's kind of the exciting part about it.
Maybe we'll fill that in tomorrow, like, and if we get it. What I'm worried about is this is not in an app, but in your phone's browser, and it's just done with cookies to keep track of if you've got them or not. So is that just like a thing that's going to reset tomorrow morning, and it's not going to be there?
And that's part of why we were scared. Like, we didn't want to close our phones or reboot our phones or anything like that. So when my phone started acting really weird, I was like, how is this? It's never done that before. It's so strange. All right, I'm going to go get my final Mario and hopefully not have my phone die.
I wonder what they're going to get. It better be a Birdo statue. That's what I'm hoping for.
You know, we should make our bets on what we think it's going to be.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be a towel.
A towel?
A Mario.
Yeah. That's
35-year towel.
That's a pretty good. It could
like
be
either a hand towel or one of those long towels.
Thinking about like Japanese kinds of gifts or whatever. The little card holder was definitely on brand. It could be a pencil holder, like a pencil case.
It's totally going to involve a clear file.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a clear file for sure. All right, let's get your stamp.
Mario! Oh yeah! I did it. trouble. Good Mario morning. It is the next day.
Can we see your shirt?
Yes,
I'm dying for this.
You're dying for this. I don't want anybody thinking that I didn't have a secondary backup for the following day, which would inevitably happen, maybe. So yeah, still also sporting my inner Mario.
That's from your Mario 30th adventure that we went on.
Yeah, we went to a concert then. That was really fun. But back to today. And we got all 35 characters yesterday. And we've pushed the button to do what you do for the 35 characters. And it just forces us into what you're supposed to do for the 5 characters. So there's like a hierarchy. You get 5 characters and you get a gift. You get 15 characters, you get a gift. You get 35 characters and you get something. We didn't do what you were supposed to do at 500, or at 5, because it's like get a sticker, and we don't really care about a sticker. We don't need to do that. But along with that, you have to come into a new days, spend 500 yen, and then when you get your purchase, you get the sticker with it. We think that this is like a hurdle to being able to do the 35 character reward. Thank you. So not sure if we have to do this, but we're just going to do it because we seem to be getting at a stopping point in the app or website or whatever. So we need to spend 500 yen in this new days. We've walked to Ueno in the morning. So now we need to spend 500 yen. I found cookies. So the rules of the 5 character reward is that you need to go into a new days, spend 500 yen, and put it onto your Suica. That's just what the rules are. So we've gone in, I got cookies and shit, and I have gotten my receipt and my sticker because I used my Suica. All right, these are the rules. It's getting weird and complicated. So sticker's good. I'm gonna put that in my purse so I don't ruin it. On the receipt, down at the bottom, it shows that you are getting some sort of code. Nobody inside told us about this code. It would be very easy to just throw this in the trash. I just want to point that out because when you get to the 35 character reward, we think that this code matters. So I'm gonna go to the 35.
Go back, close that thing. I just saw something. Click that button.
Neshito.
Okay, so there, that gives you the thing for the code.
So now it's asking me for the code 0310. All right. Nothing has told me anything to do with life. All right. Nothing's happening next to the 35. I thought something might blink. I'm going here. This has changed? Yes, this has changed. So
now you choose which one you want to apply for. Do you want to apply for the Mario clock or the JRE points?
And I want that clock.
But there's only 100 clocks. There are only
I want that
100
clock.
clocks.
There's only 35.
35. This is like $100 of the JRE points. Go for the clock.
What the fuck's a JRE point? How do I go for the
clock?
Go
for the clock.
JRE point something. JRE
yeah,
point
it says
something.
click that one for JRE points if you want that.
Let's pause. All right. So we put in the passcode that we got from the 5 character reward.
On the
that was on the receipt. We put that into the website that we've been using so far. Then when we went to the 35 character reward area of that website, it gave us a username, a password, and a user ID. And there was a place that you could click below it. That took us to another website where we put the user ID and the password in.
No, username and password.
Username and password, not the user ID, okay? And now we've come to this screen where now we're getting to choose which one we want. If we want the clock or if we want the points. I am up on that clock. And I'm clicking next, and now it wants me to put in the user ID that it gave me and my contact information so that they can mail me that clock. I filled out the website. I put all of my information in there.
I would like to give you props, by the way. You filled out a Japanese website form on the first try with no errors. Because if you get an error on a Japanese website and it says, oh, there was one missing field, it deletes everything and you have to start all over.
Or you'll be stuck in the short and the size of the characters.
Oh, yeah.
That drives me
Or the
nuts.
website doesn't like the fact that we write our name with English characters and won't allow that. And it's just like all crazy. You never know how to put it in. It's always mysterious.
I've had to put some weird stuff in, like the people that deliver packages to us, one of them, the kanjis that I just used was foreigner. Because it wouldn't let me put my name in, and it wouldn't let me do katakana. So I just put foreigner. So every time they come, it's been like that for years now. So every time they come, it's like foreigner. Oh, I better get ready. Anywho, I put everything into the website, and I have received a confirmation that I've completed that website.
So you're in the running to win a lottery, to win a Mario clock, of which there are 100 of.
I think so.
That's what we think is going on. And it says that it's like February 1st, I think I saw that it said it was going to be the confirmation.
And that's
so while Katie was going through all that, I went in and I got my wine for 500 yen. So I'm all set and I got the same number and everything.
I weirdly feel like I got this for free, but I didn't.
No.
You paid for that, and I paid for all the cookies. Yeah, we worked. This is 12 hours of work, and then we paid for it.
The reason I picked this, by the way, the bicycle wine, we have a friend, and she is like a pastry chef, a connoisseur of wine, and like into this kind of thing. She's like, oh, just get the bicycle. It's good. It's easy to get good wine. That's my wine recommendation, guys. Look for the one with the bicycle. The one with the alpaca was really tempting, though.
Oh yeah, I didn't know which one you were going to come back with.
What's interesting is that I ended up getting the same receipt with the passcode that Katie got.
Yeah,
it's the exact same passcode. So you really didn't have to. We didn't have to go buy a bottle of wine.
We didn't have to go and buy it. Well, we don't know that because we didn't try it. Maybe it would have messed with us.
I don't think so,
know.
though, because the passcode was exactly the same. But
your Suica is not tied to in any way. Like, that machine can't tell that it's a new person.
I wonder how many people are jumping through all the hoops to do all 35 of these train things.
It said my user ID was 39 Mario.
Yeah, but maybe my user ID. We haven't checked my user ID yet. It might be the same too.
I bet it is. Now. If you're 40, I'm going to be like, you're getting me a clock, and you're getting you a clock. Selling one of those clocks.
Should I apply for the clock too? Double our chances?
Yes. Oh,
okay. No JRE points for us.
I thought we were on the same page on this.
Okay, I'll go for the clock. I'll go for the clock too.
And maybe there'll be an update video in the future of a clock.
Yeah.
It'll just be like 3 seconds of a clock.
Like and subscribe for that clock, y'all. That's how you're supposed to sell it, right? Let's go home.
Okay. Today is Culture Day. And what could be more Japanese than chasing down our Italian plumber Homer boy? We're starting over. Worried about the music as well.
I don't know what I can do about it.
Have I been on too much?
So this was the first real video that we have produced with our new camera, and I gotta say, I'm super stoked about how it all came out. Looking back at the footage during the edit, I see places where I can improve. Gonna try to keep the backgrounds a little less blurry for everybody in the future, because I think that's kind of interesting to be able to see what's going on behind us sometimes, and little thing here, little thing there. I see a little room for improvement, and I'm really excited to keep moving forward on making everything look and sound better for everybody that watches our videos. Speaking of that, if you want to help us get more gear and keep things moving forward in that direction of better stuff, there is a link down below to our Amazon wish list, and that's just got a few things on there that we could use to help improve things and keep things moving forward in that way. If you wanted to help us keep making videos and join our Patreon, then that's also linked down below. We can give you perks back through that system, and the biggest perk of all is just making sure the project stays alive, because without Patreon and the support that we get there, we would not be able to continue to make these long videos like this and put them on YouTube, where we get basically zero revenue back from YouTube. So that's really the only way that we can keep doing this. And if you want to be a part of that group of people that's helping these videos stay alive, Patreon's the best way to do it. And lastly, if you just wanted to throw some money at us once for a little bit of contribution to help keep things going, then there is a link to our PayPal down below. And that is really just a super direct way of shooting us a little bit of love so that we can keep buying things and buying tickets and keeping all this stuff going. So anyway, I hope that all makes sense. Looking forward to getting the next videos to you. We have got some coming from the island of Sado, which was a really fun trip.
Make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button to help us train the YouTube robots. Keep up with us on our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and more, linked below. Let us know down in the comments who your favorite Mario character is.